Hello and welcome to Analyst Hangout. I am Perpetua Fasami Peter. Well, it's a beautiful Friday, I must say, and joining me today are Ambrose Omodio, the Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting. He's right here with me in the studio. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me again, Perpetua.
Yes. And joining virtually, we have Oladipo Ajayi, the Head Fixed Income, Chapel Hill, Denham. Well, he'll be joining us later on the show. And also with us, we have Mukhtar Mohammed, the CEO, Finance with Mukhtar. Mukhtar, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, my pleasure.
We also have Vincent Oshoma, the Head Capital Market, Interstate Securities. Vincent, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, we also have Charles Fakroha, iBrand TV, Senior Business Analyst. Thank you for joining us today, Charles.
Thank you, Perpetua. Two of us are presenting from my village.
It's a okay. That was on a lighter note. Well, we begin with the equities market now. Nigerian equities markets closed negative as the key market indicator shed 95.08 basis points. And then the NGX All-Share Index lost 0.2% to close at 52,657.88 basis points as against a 0.29% gain recorded previously to close at 52,752.96 basis points at the end of Thursday's trading session. But that's just the highlight of what happened today. So I'd like to start with you, Ambrose. Talk to us. Let's have your review of the market throughout the week.
I would say that it's a seesaw movement for the week under review, coupled with the outcome of MPC meeting where we had about 100 basis point adjustment in the rate. But the good thing is that the market itself have kind of discounted the adjustment what we saw after the announcement or the outcome of the meeting. But the good thing is that I need to have a pattern that investors should always follow at any given time, because market differs at different period, and if you follow the trend in the market, it becomes easier for you to make what decision. But remember that when we had the last meeting where they adjusted it by 100 basis points again in the month of November, which was the last for 2022. Market they didn't respond to that. Market had an uptrend because of what? Because of the timing that investors are seeing that is the last one for the year, and also already at the end of almost the last quarter of the year, going to where we're expecting the full year earnings season, earnings report from company, which is also our own earnings season that are the peak for Nigeria, because most equity on the exchange has December as year, and that means this period will go forward for dividend announcement and reward for shareholder. On that note, like I always say that in equity investment or in analysis, price, which is for equity, and time for the fixed income market, which is a rate, yield, and also time. Now, these are what investors want to look at when they're taking the investment decision. If you are seeing that in the equity space, you have a shorter period to make up to that 12 to 11% dividend yield, while we are seeing in the fixed income market for the 5 consecutive times that we have seen a decline in that market, despite the recent adjustment in rate of almost 100 basis points. It tells you that investors are becoming more designing and also serving in terms of knowledge, saying that yes, before you put on your portfolio, because when it came to the market announcement, I saw a lot of people calling me online, this will affect capital market. We agree naturally, but at times there are material change that will not make more effect or different in the system, because as at the day they announce it, the next day people were thinking that the market will start going down, and that also coincide with that day was the next another Treasury B meeting for us to know the primary option. At the end of the day, we saw a decline from 7.3 to around 4.78. You can see there is a huge decline in terms of the long curve in the fixed income market. That means for now till the next 364 days, if I'm putting my money down 1 million naira, I will take 48,000 naira for 1 million for that. People think that it doesn't make any sense for those that are retail investors. For big investors like banks and others can be doing that. For me, like I tell you that we'll do what the big investors are doing with their good money. Why would it at a smaller level? I can't put my money in fixed income for now. The matter that it will come. For now, let's play the equity space. If by next option, CBN or decide to change the rate, but for the short term, I believe that what happened in the option is going to be a plus for the market in the short term. But let's see that because of the earnings season, this trend will continue. But don't forget that already in the election season, I believe that a week or 2 weeks to the election, there also will be, we expect to see a cautious trading because of the outcome of the election. If go positive as expected, that will also be a boost for the market. after the election. For me, investors should take position, especially those income investors like Muta will say that after dividend. Those dividend income investors should, whether there is election coming left and right, it doesn't concern, because whether there's election, companies are going to declare their corporate action and pay your dividend. It's for we traders that are looking for a trigger that when the price go down, we have to play with caution. For those that are looking for a dividend, go ahead and position in the market for your dividend. All
right. Oladipo Ajayi, I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I'd like to have your thought. Okay, so Vincent, talk to us. Vincent, if you can hear me. Okay, so I want to believe Mukhtar can hear me.
I can hear you.
All right, go ahead, please.
What's the question now?
Okay, basically, we're looking at a review of the week, basically, both the fixed income market and the equities market.
You know, when you look at like Ambrose said, fixed income market and the equity market, when you look at the rate of the treasury the fixed income space by and by what you get from the equity market as it stands now, I think the equity market looks still a little bit better than the fixed income market, especially if you're a long-term player, because you are looking at 30 days, 90 days, and also 180 days or 360 days. So it depends. But again, cash is king, and so when you realize that some of this fixed income will have to pay upfront, sometimes investors are excited about that. But outside of that, in terms of rate, you realize that even like Ambrose was saying, making mention of me, if you look at Zenith Bank came up with their they didn't tell us the corporate action, they said they've approved corporate action. And so if we look at what Zenith Bank gave last year with what we are expecting, if same of same, you already have 11%, and they said this result will be out from now till first week of March, and we're talking 11% as regard dividend dividend yield. We're also seeing where they've been capital appreciation in some of these equities. So definitely depends on where you are and what type of investors you are. If you're a speculator, I think the market is there for you to speculate and make your profit, because sometimes when this result comes out, they're already priced in, and then the market begin to go the other way.